Hi friends, welcome to the video.
Oh my god, why are you doing a tag video? Like, what is this, MySpace?
Because I do what I want.
Oh, this is so dumb. Okay, fine. God.
Oh, inner douchebag.
How old are ya?
I am 28 years old.
Where do you live?
I live in Greensboro, North Carolina primarily, so I can finish up my PhD at UNC Greensboro, and then I'll be moving to Pittsburgh next year.
When did you start creating art, if that's what you want to call it? I mean, your art's okay for what it is.
I started making art when I was a very little kid. I would sketch everything and I would ask adults around me to give me prompts of things to draw. I was drawing a lot in colored pencil and pen, not a whole lot of painting until I got to high school.
Did you attend art classes in primary and high school?
I did attend art classes in primary and high school. I had K through 5 art classes regularly because they were required. I did art in 7th and 8th grade because I had a different elective in 6th grade. I did art in high school, in sophomore through senior year, and I didn't have the time to do AP art, but I got to hang out with students who were doing AP art, so that was neat.
Fascinating. Have you gone to art school? If yes, where did you study?
I did not go to art school. I went and studied English in undergrad, and I minored in studio art instead because I wanted to pursue English, and it's been a fun time so far, keeping my hobby somewhat of a hobby rather than my career.
Do you regularly use the sketchbook?
I do regularly use a sketchbook, but I don't like to think of it as this like pristine thing that I have to protect and then show off on YouTube, or like I have to make this cohesive, beautiful, finished piece that, you know, has no flaws in it, no mistakes. Like, there's a lot of mistakes in my sketchbooks. There's a lot of stuff I'm not super proud of, or stuff that I revised later digitally.
Do you have any pets? If so, do you let them in your creative space?
I do have pets. I have a Chihuahua named Gizmo who currently lives with my parents while my apartment doesn't allow pets. And I have 2 cats by proxy, my partner, Polly. He has 2 cats, Peach and Daisy. I do let them in my creative space insofar as I try not to keep any paints around them, and I'm cognizant of where the cats will roam. If I'm going to be around the cats, I'm usually working in Procreate.
What are your favorite art styles?
My favorite art styles are Impressionism and Art Nouveau.
What inspires you?
What inspires you? Movies, books, TV shows, the news, social movements, music, like everything inspires you, right? I'm just happy to be out in nature, seeing bodies. I used to do a lot of figure drawing, so yeah, everything is a sort of inspiration and fits into my work somehow.
You can only choose one: still life, landscape, or portrait.
Portrait, 100%. I love painting faces. You'll notice that if you've kept up with my art at all on Instagram or on YouTube.
Favorite medium?
My favorite medium, oil paint. Oil paint's a lot of fun. It's difficult, but it's a lot of fun. And then second is Procreate. Digital painting is super fun and versatile and cuts down costs. So like more often than not, it's going to be digital art these days besides just like sketching and ink pen. I do love an ink pen.
Least favorite medium?
My least favorite medium, plaster. I did plaster sculptures in undergrad and it was gross getting all that plaster underneath my fingernails.
Do you listen to music while creating? If so, what?
I do listen to music while creating. I will listen to 80s and 90s pop and rock, best hits of Queen, and Iron and Wine's album, The Shepherd's Dog, were in my undergrad art studio. So that was always something I was listening to at like 3 a.m. I'd also have like a Pandora station or something. I also listened to quite a bit of podcasts. I remember in undergrad, I listened to a lot of Welcome to Night Vale nights where I was staying in the studio late.
What's your favorite part about the creative process?
My favorite part about my creative process is that I'm not afraid to make a mistake because I feel like I can cover it up later, or I can incorporate the mistake into the piece as a whole.
What's your least favorite part about your creative process?
My least favorite part about my creative process is that all those revisions that I make over time take a lot of time. And a finished piece takes a while to get to for me. I will work on a piece for far too long. I can't just churn out one layer and be done.
Are you more likely to plan your art or just jump right in?
I am more likely to just jump right in on a piece of artwork. I will plan a sketch beforehand, but I wish I would plan more colors.
How many hours a week do you spend making art?
I probably spend about 20 hours a week working on artwork.
Are you obsessed with art supplies?
I am obsessed with art supplies, but I am trying to cut down and just stick with the necessities for making artwork. And then when I finish trying one new medium, I can get another one. But like trying to lower the amount of art supplies everywhere is a struggle. And you know, trying new media is a joy. I love that. I love trying something new, but I have to create limits there.
Do you think someone can be naturally talented at art?
I don't think someone can be naturally talented at art. I get so frustrated when people say, oh, they're just talented, or I don't have that kind of talent, or whatever. Talent is work and cultivated skill and active listening and watching and experiencing the world around you so that then you can translate that into your artwork. So you take those skills, suddenly you're talented. But it's not something that you inherit overnight or you're just born with or whatever. Inspiration, similarly, I don't believe you just have a dream and then all of a sudden you can just make this great artwork that you weren't inspired to do before. Do the work, make stuff. You don't have to be good at something to make stuff. If it makes you feel good to make art, whether you think you're good at it or not.
Why do you make art?
Why do you make art? I would be so sad of a person if I didn't make art. One time I was talking to my counselor about my depression and anxiety in grad school, and my counselor straight up asked me, when was the last time you made any artwork? And then it dawned on me, I haven't made anything in a long time. And it's like, well, no wonder I'm sad. I have no outlet. If I'm happy, I make art. If I'm sad, I make art. Art is meditative for me. I think about stuff. I ruminate on stuff while I'm peacefully doing art. I can be alone with my thoughts, or I can escape my thoughts when I'm making art. It can be either or both in one session. So I need to make art to be happy or to process my feelings about something. I also make art because I feel like it's another language you can speak to others, so. This was fun. Thank you for watching my Get to Know the Artist tag. I really appreciate you. And the artwork that you're seeing in the back, I did yesterday. And my little possum guy is coming along. I'm happy with how he's turning out. I know I have quite a bit more work to do on him, but I hope you enjoy. Okay, whatever, bye. Thank you to Emma Marie Art for creating this tag. And if anybody would also like to participate, please comment below your answers to these questions. Or if you make a video, link it in the comments so I can check it out.